Hello, Cross Park. Trust you and yours are well this week. Number of things to mention to you. One is just I hope you're enjoying springtime, enjoying seeing some leaves popping out and some plants coming out of the ground that have been covered up by mulch for a number of months now. It's just a sweet time to see new life emerging and trusting that this spring it'll be the same in our lives together as a church, that we'll be able to see God at work, maybe in fresh ways, and that'll be an encouragement and a joy to us. By way of announcement, just a few reminders for you. One has to do with Sunday school. We'll meet at 9:30 for Sunday school on Sunday. Nursery is available for our littles through age 3. They'll be in Willow, but check-in is there in Magnolia, the front room of Magnolia. Kids ages 4 through grade 5 will be down in the Maple and Poplar cabins, and they'll be working through some Old Testament stories using the Jesus Storybook Bible. The youth will be down in Sycamore, considering 12 truths that teens can trust. That'll be the book they're working through, a book by Paul David Tripp over the course of the spring, looking at one of those truths per week. The adults will be in Magnolia Large, and this Sunday we'll begin a 3-week series on how to study the Bible. So looking to be very practical, not just for Bible study leaders, but personal Bible study. How can you be better equipped to study the Bible for yourself? So Sunday school for all ages at 9:30. Then we'll have worship at 10:30. And just 2 notes on seating in worship. We'll still be in Magnolia Large. You will note that this past week, we had some of our cozier chairs. We're not currently able to have all of those on campus. Will was able to pick up a handful of them, basically. And those are kind of scattered throughout the room. If you have need of a cozier chair, please feel free to use it. We can all be honest with ourselves and with one another. If we need a chair, that's fine. It's okay. But if you're like 16 and just ran, some great sporting event, you probably don't need one of those chairs. But for those that need the cozier chairs, please do use them. They're there for your benefit. The other thing to note for all of us is to ensure that we have room for visitors. Please, when you come to sit down during worship, come in all the way to the room, so that we can leave room by the entrance doors. So we don't want visitors having to walk all the way across the room or up to the front of the room. So when you come in, let's just come in with a thought for visitors. What if I were coming in new to this church? Let's leave some room by the doors for visitors to sit. Let's be thinking about how we can love those that are new to us. Thank you for that. The other thing about Sunday is this Sunday is a very special Sunday. We've got a lot going on during worship. Jeff Nykirk, our intern, this is going to be he's preaching. It'll be his last sermon before he moves this summer. So he's on the schedule for this Sunday. He'll get to teach an adult Sunday school before they move as well. But as far as his preaching, this will be Jeff's last sermon for us before they move to Kentucky this summer and begin an RUF campus work at Western Kentucky University. So we're going to miss Jeff and Gabby, thankful for his ministry, and he will be helping us consider 1 Peter 3, verses 8 to 22, really the second half of 1 Peter 3. But that's not all that's going on Sunday morning during worship. We also have an ordination and installation service for our 3 new elders that were elected this past Sunday and our 3 new deacons. So this Sunday we get to ordain and install Fitz, Jake, and Jared to the office of elder, and we get to ordain and install David, Stephen, and Kevin to the office of deacon. And on Sunday morning, we also get to take communion together. So there's a lot going on. There's lots to look forward to. Hope to see you Sunday morning. And now, before I sign off, I want to ask Will Milks to share a few things with you as well.
Hey, Cross Park Church. Reaching out with a couple of ways you can jump in and help with what God is up to. First, we are called personally and as a church to witness to the worthiness of Jesus before a watching world. And one of the ways that we think would be helpful to do that as a church is to offer gatherings where folks could connect better with Cross Park Church. And we are looking for folks who would be interested in serving on a small group, who would brainstorm what kinds of gatherings would be a good fit for Cross Park to offer. And then assessing, well, what would it take to make those ideas a reality? This is not an event planning group. This is a idea generating, idea assessing, and then idea to reality consideration group. That's a mouthful, but if those types of activities are things that excite you, please reach out, will@crossparkchurch.org. Secondly, we are needing help with our weekly sermon uploads. If you are a tech-savvy person, or you have the capacity to expand tech savviness into audio editing, file management, uploading to cloud services, and posting on our website, please reach out to me. We would love help with making those uploads more consistent and reliable workflow. We appreciate your consideration of these things, and I appreciate you, Cross Park.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate you sharing with us. Appreciate your labors there in our worship and outreach space. Thank you, brother. All right, Cross Park, that's all for this week. Trust you are well and you're resting in Jesus' new mercies, which are new every morning. Till we see each other again, grace and peace.